And hi guys, and welcome to Gary Reviews. This is a car vlog, as you can see. And with me is Atanas.
Peace. Personal fitness trainer.
Yep, I decided to make a very interesting collab with him. We did several videos in Bulgarian, but now we decided to do something, for my channel, since, as you know guys, I'm very fitness orientated, to say the least. So today we're going to discuss several topics that I think that are going to be very interesting for you guys. One very big one in the fitness industry is whether or not you have to train full body or you have to train with a split, and where both of these philosophies or ways of training initially came from. And okay, Atanas, let us know what you think.
We can start with the pros and cons of full body training and split training. So for example, when you use full body workouts, the pros are that you're burning more calories, you're stimulating more muscle mass overall. When you're stimulating more overall muscle mass with the basic exercises, with the compound movements, you're actually stimulating more growth hormone release and testosterone and more anabolic hormones. The cons of full body workouts are that you cannot focus as much on different muscle groups. For example, you may not be able to focus on the upper part of the biceps, for example, or on the brachialis.
On the separate muscle groups.
Yeah, on the separate muscle groups, and it's very hard to isolate correctly. And it depends on your level of advancement in fitness. For example, if you're a beginner or an intermediate, you can start with full body workouts, but the more muscle mass you gain and the more strength you gain also, you will most definitely come to a point where you would have to use at least 2-day splits, and then go to a full workout split eventually, because you cannot use a full body workout and at the same time have a 300 pound bench press, and after that go do a 300 pound squat, and then go do pull-ups with 50-pound plates, and so this is the idea. And then after that, shoulder presses with a lot of weight. So this is those are the basic pros and cons of full body training versus splits.
Yeah, although in my experience, in terms of what you can achieve with both types of training, it all depends how you do it, guys. For instance, if you're training only the upper part of your body once a week, once a week.
So every muscle once a week, that's what you want to say?
Yeah, that's not beneficial at all. I mean, a lot of studies today, and even by my own experience, the more often you train, the better results you get, as long as you're not overtrain. And the difference between the difference between overtraining and not overtraining could be like this, but you have to know your own body. So not everything is mathematically precise, and not everything will go the same way for everybody. So you have to learn your own body and learn when you're overtraining and how you feel, but that's gonna happen in time. I personally prefer full body just because I don't feel like not training the rest of my body, just focus on one part. I just don't feel that. I always try to hit the whole body, but sometimes I'm hitting more one or the other depending on how much I have during a particular day, because of course we are time restricted. Sometimes you don't have always like 1 hour, 2 hours to train a day. Sometimes you have less, so depending on how you feel also, that could be adjusted. So it's not like a Shaolin type of thing, so restricted, like you have to train like exactly 50 minutes of this and 50 minutes of that. I'm just giving like a very loose example here. It's just depending on you and how you feel, and the point is that you always can make a progression even if you have less volume during the week, as long as you know what you're doing. Very, very depending on you.
And basically, when you get bigger and stronger, in general, the capacity of your muscles to handle volume and intensity grows, but your recovery ability, especially if you're natural, cannot catch up. In a way, your muscles will be able to perform at a very high level, but then your recovery ability won't be able to answer to this performance. Those are the pros of the split training. because you have the additional rest days and the recovery time. But the right answer always is to train according to your individual recovery ability. So in a sense, if you, for example, do a chest and back workout on Monday, and if you can repeat this workout on Wednesday or Thursday, for example, then this workout with the particular volume and intensity characteristics will be within your recovery ability. However, if you cannot repeat the workout after 2 or 3 days, then it's a sign that you need more recovery time, or maybe more protein, or maybe your diet is not in check. So this
maybe
is
your sleep.
Yeah, this is so. This is the answer always. Follow your own body and your own intuition, and don't overtrain. This is it. It's better to undertrain than to overtrain, because when you undertrain, you will still recover and maybe overcompensate. But if you overtrain, you might recover, but you won't be able to overcompensate, because basically fitness is based on this very simple and primitive and instinctive adaptational response of the body, that you stimulate your body, you apply mechanical stress to the systems of your body, to your muscular system, to your hormonal system, to your central nervous system, and then in response to this stress, your body then adapts. So the first thing is that your body has to recover. For example, if you imagine that you have your recovery ability, and every workout you do within your capacity to recover, if it's intense enough, it digs a hole in your recovery ability. So the deeper the hole gets, the more your body will have to recover from. So it will need more resources and more time. So if you overtrain, this hole gets too big, sometimes too deep, and you will need a lot of recovery time. And then if you want to achieve results in fitness, you don't have to recover just, because what it means to recover, it means to put back what was lost. So for example, if you train very heavy, and the first job of your body is to recover, then to put the resources that you have used, then and only then, if you let your body overcompensate, it will have to build the mountain on top of this recovery level. So then it overcompensates, and then this is the training effect that everyone seeks. So this overcompensation, why does your body do that? It's because it's like a response, and your body is thinking like, okay, so I'm gonna overcompensate for this stress, because just in case that this stress is repeated, next time I will be better prepared, so have more resources to sacrifice, basically. So this is the basic concept of recovery ability, stimulation, and overcompensation.
Yeah, but my advice to everybody is, first, guys, learn how the body works initially. You have to know that muscle protein synthesis is between 24 and 48 hours, which means that you have to hit your muscles after 2 days, and not be like resting for a lot of days, and just be like, oh, I'm gonna rest more because I have to recover more. And one indicator for that people think that is very accurate is soreness. But you actually can be sore and still work out sometimes.
It's lactic acid. The soreness is lactic acid, buildup of lactic acid.
And also, micro tears in the muscle fiber. For instance, I'm very sore right now because I worked out like an animal because of the holidays. I tried to compensate a bit, and also I had a lot of strength because of the more food that I ate. And I have, more muscle soreness on the chest. I bench press a lot, and overall shoulders and all of that. But yesterday I also worked out. It just was like a deload workout, in which I'm doing more of the same, but just less volume. Just a bit of this, a bit of that, and that's it, until I feel that it's enough, but I'm not stressing my body too much.
But you're letting your body compensate and overcompensate by deloading.
Yeah, I am deloading.
That's what you do, actually. Yeah,
I am deloading, but sometimes you just have to feel that. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, you can't just work out by feeling. Yeah, in the beginning you can't, because you're going to find excuses. You will not know how to listen to your body. You will not know the signals. You will not know anything. I mean, in the beginning, you know, people don't even have muscle-mind connection, mind-to-muscle connection. You know, when they try to lift the weight, they lift it with the shoulder. Like, for instance, if you do bicep curl,
they're using momentum.
Yeah, they don't know how to use mechanically their body. Then you have to only lift from your elbow to focus on the biceps. You know, if you're working out the biceps, there's so many things. I mean, there's no like one answer to everything. In terms of whether or not you should split or not split, initially the split workout was invented by the steroid bodybuilder.
Yeah, that's
users,
also correct.
because they don't need as much as, I mean, they can not train for like a few days, more days in 48 hours, and still build more muscle than like 5 natural people combined. Let's say.
But there is another thing here, that you can actually stress your central nervous system more than your muscular system, and then your muscles might recover in 48 hours, but your central nervous system often cannot catch up.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen if it's too intense. If the workout is too intense.
That's why when you're using split training, you can go deeper into the stimulation. You can train more intensely and use more volume. If your protein synthesis is speeded up or heightened up until 48 or 72 hours after the workout, then after that, I can argue that after that the overcompensation process begins. So it's we can, you know, there are different viewpoints.
Yeah,
but
there's different viewpoints, of course, but it all depends sometimes on your experience. But also there's a lot of other factors that if you change them, you can get more benefit from one or the other. So sometimes both things, I mean, there's no one correct answer. It all depends on your life as well. It all depends on how you feel training this or that, training whole body or splitting. You may feel better on full body or not. It's very, very individual, but you can definitely achieve results with both types of training. That's proven a lot of times. There's another method that's very effective when it comes to full body, and that is to train everything every day, like literally every day, but with a lot less intensity. That means that, for instance, if you're doing a bicep curl, if the last rep you can't perform it as the first rep, that means that this is a technical failure. You have to stop, and then you just move on to the next exercise, and that way you can do all the exercises.
So this is just one set a day, you say?
Yeah, basically, something like
that. One
set
to failure per day.
But in the grand scheme of things, for the whole week, you would have done more volume than if you had a split, actually. So it's a lot more reps, a lot more sets if you take the week. So that's basically a long-term way of gaining a lot of muscle and have the stimulus for your body, and not task the nervous system at all, because you're training only to the point where you can actually perform something. You're not
I've actually tried something similar, and but the disadvantages of this type of training is that you basically need a home gym. It will be very it will be very
that's why I'm saying that, actually, because it's very beneficial.
Most people won't be able to go to the gym every day. So,
but if you have, it's perfect.
There's no right answer. Not, you know, everything is subjective. There are just many ways to skin a cat, like there is such a saying.
I would have said the same saying, by the way.
All right, so this is it for now, I guess. This is your channel, but I'm
this is a 60-minute video, guys. Well, like I've said, there's a lot of videos done on that topic. A lot of people that are in the fitness industry that have years of experience. We also have years of experience. We just started very young. That's why we're here, right now. But the point is, guys, that you can do it by your own, how you feel. So that's very important. You can't be dogmatic about fitness. You have to just study. You study, and you take time to learn not only the grand scheme of things, not only how the human body works in general. Then you have to factor in whether you're a girl or a guy, of course. Then you have to factor in what you know about your own body, and take the time to learn that. So it all depends on your efforts, guys. and the car is keeps locking. And
something's happening.
There's a ghost in the
Yeah,
car.
there's a ghost in the car.
The fitness ghost.
Yeah, the fitness ghost is not happy with our opinion here.
Yeah, maybe it's the evil fitness ghost.
Yeah, the evil fitness ghost.
Of Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay guys, let us know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoy that type of content. We can do more collabs in the future.
Definitely.
And follow him on his channel. I'm gonna leave it down below. And if you're from Bulgaria, definitely check our Bulgarian videos. So thank you guys. Bye.
Till next time.